If you're thinking about buying the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro, wait just a second, because I've got some things to tell you that might change your mind. This doorbell promises premium HD plus video, advanced motion detection, and even person and package alerts. But here's what surprised me. It's not as perfect as you'd think. In fact, there are some overlooked problems that could make this $199.99 investment frustrating for everyday use. Stick around because I'll dive deep into what's really going on, who this doorbell is actually for, and why it may or may not be right for your home security setup. Let's get started. First, quick question. Have you ever missed a package delivery because your doorbell camera froze or sent you too many false alerts? If yes, then you'll want to hear this. The Ring Battery Doorbell Pro boasts 1536p video clarity, which sounds amazing on paper. You're supposed to get head-to-toe coverage with crisp images and even true color in low light settings. But in my experience and from what many users report, the video quality, while generally good, can occasionally stutter or blur during nighttime or poor weather conditions, leaving you squinting to see who's at your door instead of feeling secure. Why is that? Well, here's the twist. The device relies heavily on ambient light for true color footage. That means if your porch is dimly lit, the doorbell automatically switches to black and white. This is a smart feature on paper, but it can make identifying visitors harder unless you add dedicated lighting yourself. So, if you're living in a neighborhood where lighting is sparse, don't expect those vibrant, full-color videos at night without additional setup. But don't worry, I'll share some easy solutions further down. You might be thinking, okay, what about the motion detection? This doorbell uses a 3D motion detection system that claims to give you super precise alerts with an overhead map that shows where visitors moved. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But here's the catch. It requires a steep learning curve to customize and often triggers false alerts, especially from passing cars, branches, or shadows. Many users complain about getting constant notifications at odd hours that turn out to be nothing but a squirrel's late-night stroll. This could turn your phone into a notification nightmare. On the bright side, the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro does offer person and package alerts that notify you when a package lands in your specified delivery zone. However, these smart alerts come with a big but. They require a Ring Protect subscription, which is sold separately, adding an extra monthly cost. So while the doorbell itself is $199.99, the full feature set that justifies this price tag means spending even more over time. It's like buying a car and then realizing you have to pay extra for the steering wheel. Stick with me, because coming up next, we'll explore the pros of this device that make it worth considering despite these drawbacks, plus some troubleshooting tips to maximize your experience. And if you're someone who absolutely hates frequent recharging, wait until you hear my thoughts on the quick-release battery pack. It makes powering the device easier than previous models, but with a few caveats that might surprise you. Alright, so who is this product really for? If you want a sleek, high-tech doorbell with Alexa integration that can live on battery power without complicated wiring, this might be your match. It connects seamlessly with Alexa-enabled devices, so you can hear notifications via Echo Dot or launch video streams with Echo Show, making it perfect for smart homes deep into the Amazon ecosystem. Plus, the modern design fits well with most door frames and won't make your porch look like a gadget museum. However, if you're looking for rock-solid motion detection without paying for monthly subscriptions or a perfect overnight video, you might face some disappointment. The doorbell's advanced features often require fine-tuning, and it's not entirely plug-and-play. For example, on day one, I had to adjust the motion zones multiple times because I kept getting alerts when my neighbors walked past. Not something you want if you enjoy a quiet mind or value battery life. Speaking of battery life, the quick-release battery pack is a game changer compared to older Ring models. It lets you pop out the battery and recharge it without needing to remove the entire doorbell or call for electricians. On average, the battery lasts several weeks depending on your alert frequency and live view usage. However, keep in mind, if you live in a busy area with lots of activity or you review your feeds often, that battery will drain faster, so you might find yourself running low more frequently than expected. Which leads me to this joke. Why did the battery break up with the doorbell? Because it was tired of the constant buzz. But here's something I really appreciate about the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro. The 3D motion detection with real-time phone alerts is quite detailed when properly configured. The overhead map showing visitor paths isn't a gimmick. It actually helps understand behavior patterns, like delivery personnel leaving packages on your porch or suspicious activity. This could be invaluable for some homeowners who want more detailed security data. Now, let's talk about setup and usability. Installing this battery-powered Pro model is straightforward for anyone comfortable with basic DIY. The included quick-release battery pack reduces downtime, and the Ring app is intuitive, though it can feel overwhelming if you're new to smart home tech. The app lets you customize motion zones, adjust video settings, and control notifications. But there's one tricky part: the subscription requirement for full alert functionality. Without Ring Protect, the device defaults to basic notifications that aren't always helpful. Here's another joke to lighten things up. Why did the doorbell go to therapy? Because it had too many issues ringing in its head. People also report that the doorbell's microphone and speaker work well for two-way talk, so you can communicate with visitors or delivery drivers without opening the door. The Audio Plus feature is a step up from previous models, with clearer sound and less lag. So if you're home and want to tell the pizza guy where to leave your order or flag a neighbor away from your packages, this works nicely. One concern worth mentioning: some customers have faced issues with Wi-Fi connectivity. The Ring Battery Doorbell Pro requires a stable 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz network, but being battery-powered means it's typically mounted further from your router than wired models. This limitation sometimes causes buffering or disconnects, particularly in homes with thick walls or interference. If your home's Wi-Fi coverage isn't strong enough at the front door, consider a mesh system or range extender before buying. Here's a quick question to keep you hooked. Does the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro's price tag match the real-world value it offers? That's the million-dollar question that depends on your expectations and setup. Before we wrap up, I want to share some pro tips. If you decide to buy this doorbell, place it where it gets some ambient light to maximize true color footage at night. Customize motion zones ruthlessly to cut down on false alerts. Subscribe to Ring Protect only if you want advanced features, but test the free options first. You might be fine without it. And finally, keep that battery charger handy. It's your best friend during busy periods. But wait, I promise to leave you on a positive note, right? Despite the problems, the Ring Battery Doorbell Pro is a solid piece of hardware combining modern design, smart features, and flexible power options. Its 1536p HD Plus video beats many competitors, and when tuned properly, the motion detection adds an extra layer of home security that's hard to ignore. Alexa integration enhances your smart home experience, giving you hands-free control that feels futuristic. If you value strong brand reputation and want a device backed by a large community and continuous software updates, Ring's ecosystem is hard to beat. Plus, with the rechargeable battery pack, you avoid complicated wiring, making it ideal for renters or those who don't want renovation hassles. Now, if you're interested and want the best deal, check the link in the description below. Prices tend to fluctuate fast, so grabbing it sooner rather than later might save you some cash. Remember, no product is perfect, but understanding its strengths and quirks can help you make a smarter decision. Wrap-up joke? Sure. Why don't doorbells ever get lost? Because they always know when to ring home. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this honest review helpful, hit like, share with friends who are thinking of upgrading their door security, and subscribe for more deep dives into trending tech. Until next time, stay secure and don't let those packages disappear.